Hello everyone, welcome to Dada's FoodCrave kitchen. In today's video I'll be making some benachin mixed with fried oyster, dry fish and beans. If you're new here, I welcome you. If you're new, I hope you will consider subscribing and turn on your post notification bell. If you are interested, keep on watching, and without any further ado, let's get cooking. So in a hot oil, you want to make sure you wash your oyster really good because they tend to have some sand. So you want to wash it really good, rinse it really good, make sure all the sand is removed, and fry it in a hot oil until it is nice and crispy. Then to that, as you can see, the oyster is pretty much fried, really nice and crispy. I am going to take the oyster out of the hot oil and put that aside. All right, don't mind all that frost that it's doing in the oil. That's what happens when you fry oyster. All right, I previously made an oyster stew video. If you haven't watched that yet, you want to make sure you watch that, which you can enjoy with your bread for breakfast in the morning. You can eat it with simply salad. So now I'm using that same oil from frying the oyster. I'm going to add in some couple of slices of onions and brown that a little bit. Like I said, don't panic when you see the oil all frost like that. Okay, now I'm going to use this fish called dry ketchup. I'm going to use the dry fish. Now if you don't have this dry fish, you can simply use kobobulaka, which is bonga fish, or you can use mackerel and just put it in the oven and broil it until it's really crispy and hard. All right, so you have your option to use the bonga fish, smoked bonga fish, or you can use the mackerel. All you got to do is just put it in the oven and broil it, or you can fry the mackerel until it's crispy, either or. All right, so after that I'm going to add my blended ingredients, which is um pepper and onions and jimbo cube and all that stuff. All right, now I'm going to add some crushed tomato, or you can use tomato sauce or a little bit of tomato paste. All right, I'm not going to make this benachin really red, just to give it a pop of color, and that's it. And guys, I apologize because I have a bad cold right now, so that's why if you hear my voice stuffy or kind of coarse a little bit, it's because I'm suffering from some cold. So after adding the crushed tomato, just to give it that little bit of pop of color, I'm going to brown it until it's brown. Then check on it, mix it like so. If you're enjoying watching this video so far, give this video a big thumbs up and a big like. And if you're new, I hope you consider subscribing to my channel, and don't forget that post notification bell. So after that, I'm going to now add in my black eyed peas, which is the beans, nyebe, black eyed peas. You want to make sure you soak that ahead of time for a good 30 to 35 minutes or 45 minutes, so that you don't want to just wash the beans and just put it in. You want to make sure you soak it so that it will swell up a little bit. So after adding the beans, then I add my water, enough water to cook the beans. Okay, now we're not going to cook the beans until it's like really really soft, like you're making nyambe nyebe, you know like I said again, you're not going to cook the beans until it's like too soft. It's going to be like al dente type of thing, not too hard, not too soft, but it's going to be on the cooked side. Then I'm going to go ahead and add my seasoning cube, which is the jimbo. Adjust the spice to your own liking. Now we're going to cook the beans until it's like al dente type of half and half, because mind you, it's going to continue on cooking while everything else is cooking anyway. So now I'm going to add my broken rice. If you do not have broken rice, use any rice of your choice. I will try to put a link down below in the this not the description box, but I will try to put a link of products where you can click on and be able to buy broken rice online. All right, that's the best way to make jollof rice or benachin, the Gambian or the Senegambian style. The broken rice is the best. That's what we use, the Gambian and the Senegalese. Okay, the broken rice. But like I said, I'm gonna put some product linked down below that will take you straight to a website where you will be able to buy broken rice online. That is, if I don't know if you live in the USA or something. So you can either just wash the broken rice and just add it into the pot directly, or you can steam the rice ahead of time. This time I did not steam the rice, which we call susal, like put it in a steamer pot and steam it. I just wash it and put it in, because the reason you want to steam the rice up ahead of time, it will allow you to not use a lot of water, to cook the rice. You will just require a little bit of water. But if you just wash it directly and add it into the pot, then you might require to add a little bit of more water. The broken rice doesn't require a lot of water either. But like I said, I will put a product link down below so you guys can click it and purchase a broken rice. So now after doing all of that, I'm going to just simply put the fried oyster on top of the rice and wrap it with a foil paper and let the rice do its thing for 30 to 45 minutes uninterrupted. So now I came back, check on it to make sure everything is cooking really nicely. If you like this video so far, give this video a big like, big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new and turn on your post notification bell. And let's see how our delicious Benachin with oyster looks like. This dish is one dish you want to try. If you haven't tried it yet, give it a try. If you like oyster, if you don't like oyster, you will like oyster after making this dish. And also make sure you check my oyster stew that I make. You can also enjoy that one with bread or salad. All right, I remember growing up as a kid in Gambia, we used to go buy um muro yohos. We call yohos oyster, muro yohos, for breakfast. You can eat it any time of the day, especially more of like for breakfast with your hot tea. So now, as you can see, our rice is have cooked really nice. I'm telling you, it's one dish you want to give a try. It is so delicious and it's not complicated at all. If you do not have oyster, you can still make this recipe without the oyster. You can opt the oyster out. Just simply use the beans and the dry fish, which is the mackerel or the dry kecha. Or you can use kobobulaka. You can just fry it until it's really crispy, or put it in the oven and broil it until it's really broiled. Or you can use the mackerel, but you want to make sure the mackerel is really broiled and hard. Okay, you can opt the oyster part out, that is if you don't have oyster, but you can really achieve this recipe without the oyster. If you can use the dry fish and the beans, you should be fine. But putting the oyster will put a cherry on top of everything. So this is how the recipe looks like. I hope you guys are enjoying this video. Give this video a big like, a big thumbs up, and happy new year to you all one more time. And this is how everything looks like, guys. It was so delicious. If I tell you it was so delicious, it was so delicious. It was a one mouth watering dish. So after everything is done, I'm going to dish everything out. This is the bowl that I usually put my food for the week, or for how many days I'm going to cook again. Maybe 2, 3, 4 days late, depending on how much everybody's eating. But look how beautiful, and the color, guys, of this rice. Not only eyes can deceive, but the taste also matches the eyes. What you're seeing, how beautiful it is with your eyes, that's how tasty it is when you put it in your mouth. Trust me. If I say trust me, trust me. Take it from your favorite chef, Dada, right? So the way you see it looking so good, that's the same way it tastes so good. It even tastes better than even looking at it. So I'm going to be enjoying. You can enjoy this dish. You can actually use fish too. You can fry some fish and eat it with fish, or you can just I make this dish with some baked chicken on the side. You will see it on the video as we watching along. That's the bottom of the pot there. We call it cam, cravo, gegao. So many name for it. Spanish people call it gegao. Some people call it kongkong. Cam in Wolof we call it cam. The Creole people call it cravo. The bottom of the pot is the best rice, that crunchy bottom of the pot rice is the best rice, especially when you cook benachin. The best rice, no matter even if it's just plain white rice. That bottom part of the rice is it tastes always tastes so good because it's so crunchy. Especially when you make benachin is the best. But anyway, so like I said again, I'm eating it with some baked chicken on the side, and I apologize I didn't show you guys. It's simply just I just seasoned this chicken with some nokos and some sazon. Use any seasoning you have, and I just pop it in the oven and bake the chicken. So that's what we're gonna be enjoying it with chicken. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys will try this recipe. Let me know in the comment section down below and give this video a big like. Thanks for watching. Bye.